Hello, my name is Herb Crowther. I'm with the Advanced Energy Research and Commercialization Group. In the setting of that summit, the two things that we rapidly sort of coalesced around were changing our focus from just research to commercialization. Research and commercialization because we felt that the job creation is the real output that should ultimately be measured by, or a real purpose for being in that session that day. And the other is that we try to find opportunities where there are gaps in the existing system of providers that provide an opportunity for us to do something that's a scale that we can sustainably do. And so our first step was to do an inventory of what is already out there in the way of advanced energy commercialization, and in terms of the incubators and the funding sources and the research programs, and finding out what are the things that we can do. And in our particular group, we have a gamut of people that were either technical and are already doing something related to this, or they just feel that advanced energy is something that touches everybody and is an opportunity for across the region, and wanted to find a way to get involved. And so what we wanted to do was find the kind of activities where a group of technically oriented but mostly sustainability motivated grassroots people could create a better visibility for what's going on in the region, and ways for them to get involved. And so some of the things that we talked about doing were, well, in terms of a team, is convening again to look at that information that certain people are gathering, and look for those opportunities. But then try to map out what would it take to build a website, blog, etc., that would make that information more accessible. What are the things we could do to create venues for people to get together and find that public space for talking about the opportunities and knowing what's going on at the universities, and possibly even looking for ways to pursue something like an energy mart instead of a medical mart, one that would be focused on having a physical implementation of the different kinds of advanced energy that are available, and having education facilities associated with that, and doing it in a way that by organizing it in the civic space, it's helping to connect the dots. From the management consulting side, and he looks at this as something that Rummel and Brace used to call managing the white space. And the assumption there is that most of the failed handoffs in organizations are between the boxes, not within them. And so within Jumpstart or Nortec or anything, they're all optimized to do certain things, but there are gaps out there, and that understanding what those gaps are and how we can participate, and find people who have passion around some specific aspect of that, and be able to give them the skills to work in those kind of teams. That's a way that we thought would be complementary to the existing infrastructure. And we'd love to have people join our group. Thank you.
So let's hold off on applause, because that takes time.